Deep in our heart of hearts, each of us has something that draws us, piques our curiosity, stirs our imagination, arouses our craving, sets our hearts on fire. For me, that draw is the adventure of a solo bike trek in the Himalaya, this time through Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh. Get ready to come with me on this 9-day motorbike trek to enjoy the beauty of the terrain, the danger of the narrow mountain roads, the delicious food along the way, and the ultimate satisfaction of a completed two-wheel quest, the anticipation, the thrill, the challenge, the solitude, the personal reward. My name is Kenton Beachy. I was born in India and spent my childhood on the plains near Ranchi, Jharkhand, and at an international school in Mussoorie, Uttarakhand. I returned to visit India several times as an adult, and then in 2022 returned to work at the same school I attended as a youngster. Now living in Delhi, I can't shake the Himalaya and look forward to every opportunity to visit on two wheels or four. I attempted Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh a couple years ago with a riding buddy, but we were forced to turn back when the highest mountain pass had not yet been cleared of its winter snow. I always kept in my mind returning one day to complete that ride, and that day is today, and this time I'm riding solo. It's no small matter when it comes to preparation. And one of the big points of preparation is what type of gear and what kind of safety equipment to take along. So let me tell you a little bit about what that's going to be for me. The first thing I want to tell you about is what I'll be wearing. So obviously it's important to wear armored gear. So I have an armored outer shell jacket, and then I have a liner inside for when it gets cold, or also for extra wind and water protection. I have a pair of armored all-weather riding pants, and they also have an inner liner for when it gets cold up in the mountains. Then on the outside, I have a full set of rain gear here, pants and a jacket, to make sure I stay completely dry. And then when I'm in the really, really cold weather, on the outside, I wear a winter jacket. That's this. And this is just extra warmth to keep very, very warm when it gets so cold. Now for hands, it's really easy to get cold hands when you're riding a bike. So when I'm down on the plains, I just have a pair of armored, protective, regular, no insulation riding gloves. And then when I get up into the mountains, I have a bigger pair of Royal Enfield insulated gloves that are also heated. They came with a set of batteries, and then I also have a pair of extra batteries, so I can be charging one with my portable battery pack when the others are in use. And then if it's really, really cold and I'm bothered with the hand grips, I have a pair of hand grip warmers that will just also plug into my battery pack. It's also very important what kind of head protection a person has. And this is a basic Axor helmet, and it's important to have a full face on it. Then I have a visor to put down, and then I also have an inner visor that keeps the sun out of my eyes. For my videography, I'll be using my iPhone, and I have a face mount here to take face shots, so you'll see across the handlebars. Now let me tell you too about the bags that I need to take. I have a top box on the back, which is 45 liters. That'll hold some of my tools and some of my other equipment. And then on the back of the bike, on the seat, I'll put this bike across, and then this bag will also go on top of this and be strapped on. Then I have a bag that will go on my petrol tank that will carry a lot of the portable things that I'll need along the trip. Then I also don't like to ride without a sleeping bag because you never know what kind of sleeping conditions you'll run into. Let me tell you too about some of the electronic equipment that I'm taking along, which is really very simple. I base everything off of my MacBook Pro, and then for sound I'll just use these Lavalier lapel mics like this one. I also have a gimbal that I'll take along and a trusty tripod. One of the things that I always make sure that I do is I take an extra set of keys along. So I have 2 sets of keys for my bike just in case, hopefully I don't misplace one of them. It's also really important to take some riding gear along, some tools that'll be helpful, and just some very basic things that I take. My tires are both have tubes in them. So I take an extra set of tubes along just in case I have a flat. I also have a flat repair kit that on the fly I can take my wheel off and I can either patch or replace the tube. I have a set of spanners, pliers, multi-tool set with screwdriver, and one of the things that I really like to not do without is zip ties. They are so helpful for so many different things. Plenty of bungee cords, and then I also have a socket set that has come in helpful many a time, and then also some hex wrenches, and just in case I run into some battery problems, a battery charger. And then of course I have to keep my chain lubed along the way, so I have a brush to clean my chain and chain loop along. Okay, so off by 5:30. The trip is actually underway. Very cool, nice morning here in Delhi. What a joyful ride this is going to be. When I got on my bike this morning, I discovered that my weight was a little bit too much on the back end. So I had to unpack and leave a couple things behind, including my large socket set, which I'm sorry about, but I'll just have to make do with my other tools. What a gorgeous morning. So I'm on my way to a little town called Theog, which is on the other side of Shimla. Should be a driving time of about 8 hours. So with some stops, hopefully I'll be there by 3 or 4 in the afternoon and check into my hotel there. Yes, we make sure we stop at red lights and behind the zebra crossing because Delhi is handing out a lot of challans through the traffic cameras. But it's not just the fear of the challan that stops us. It's wanting to obey the traffic rules and be safe. But as you can see, not everybody does that, especially at this early hour. But that doesn't mean that we can't follow the traffic rules. Hey, look, even the dog stops in the zebra crossing. Let's see, are they allowing bikes? What's going on here? Yeah, looks like we should be alright. So this is the Zilmil Dhaba. Looks like a pretty nice place to stop. And we've got some decent food here. Looks as if I'll probably have the aloo prata with some curd. So my prata and my dahi and pickle have arrived. Let's see how it's tasting. That is good. That really hits the spot. India's NH-44 is the longest national highway, a colossal 4,000-kilometer artery stitching Srinagar's snow-capped peaks to Kanyakumari's tropical shores. Born from merging 7 older highways, it traverses 11 states and more than 30 major cities, like Delhi, Hyderabad, and Bengaluru, serving as the backbone of the north-south corridor. More than asphalt, NH-44 is a lifeline. It connects the Himalayas to the Indian Ocean, facilitates defense logistics to northern borders, and boosts trade with thousands of trucks daily.
I wonder if my pillow misses my head as much as my body is missing my bed. I'm tired, it seems like I always get pulled. No one wants regrets when they're old. So my intent is clear. Let's leave all fear behind and go.
So we have made it through Chandigarh, and it is now time for a petrol stop. So we're just going to pull into this Bharat Petroleum and fill up. Fill करो भाया, नॉर्मल नहीं, नॉर्मल नॉर्मल नहीं है, बस वहां पे नहीं है। अच्छा ठीक है, दे दो फिर। हाँ पूरे हिंदी बोलते हैं। चलो पूरा भर दो। अरे 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 देखिए ना,
कैश ऑनलाइन
कार्ड से,
गूगल पे पेटीएम
नहीं कार्ड।
कार्ड
ठीक है, बस इतना ही, बस बस बस। थैंक यू भाया।
कहाँ जा रहे सर घूमने?
शिमला के आगे रेकांपी, स्पीति वैली, मनाली, इस तरफ से। And welcome to Himachal Pradesh. We're going to spend the next 7 or 8 days in Himachal Pradesh as we go up to Rekanpio and then across Spiti Valley all the way to Manali on the west side, and then down again to Chandigarh and home to Delhi. Just stopping for some roasted corn. This is so delicious, you guys. Rubbed with lemon and pepper. Too good, you guys. So I have made it to Solan. This is the city of Solan behind me. Beautiful place. And I've got a little over 3 hours to go yet to my lodging tonight. But this is a good place to stop and stretch my legs. I've had people stop and ask me where I'm from, and I get involved in Hindi conversations with them. So lots of fun, good riding, got a sore butt, but I got to get moving again. Finally arrived in Shimla. Shimla stands as a city where history and landscape are inseparable. Once the summer capital of British India, it remains marked by colonial architecture, mountain terrain, and a legacy that continues to define its identity. Today it remains a year-round draw for visitors who come for its cool climate and mountain views. Well, this is a beautiful place for another stop. I'm about 45 minutes and 24 kilometers from my resting place for tonight. But let me just show you what this valley beautiful view looks like. Beautiful pines. Just a lovely view down into the valley. And you know what's right next to us, though, is long lines of traffic. This is the traffic coming up from Shimla. But it keeps getting sparser and sparser as we go. And I think it's about time for me to put my inner jacket on, because at this higher altitude now it's getting kind of cold. I want to stop and get a shot of this for you. These are some very innovative workers putting metal netting on this hillside here. You see, when roads are cut in these mountains, just sheer cliff faces are left, and there's so much erosion and landslides can happen. So what they did here was they are covering this to keep those landslides away. Very close now to the Mount View Hotel. There it is. Let's just pull in here and we will get our room. I have finally arrived at my room. It's a little after 3 o'clock, and this certainly will do. Got a bed to sleep, and we've got a pretty nice view outside of the mountains, and I'm very pleased for 600 rupees. So I got settled into my room, got myself cleaned up, shampooed my hair. That helmet really makes for a bad hair day. And now I'm upstairs at the restaurant. I'll get a little bit of something to eat, actually a lot of something to eat, that'll tide me over until tomorrow when I can stop for breakfast on the way. Today was a very invigorating ride, really enjoyable, riding through the plains from Delhi up to Chandigarh, and then after Chandigarh starting up through the mountains. Bike rode really well. My load was fine. I was concerned this morning, but I had too heavy a load and I had to lighten it. But the bike drove very well. And I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep tonight after a good dinner now. And then my plan is to leave probably between 5 and 5:30 tomorrow morning. And I wanted to make it to Theog, where I'll spend a couple days. And part of the reason to spend a couple days there is to get used to the altitude. But also I need to go to the government office to get an inner line permit that would allow me to, as a foreigner, go through Spiti Valley. So thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you like what you saw, give a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.